What's going on, YouTube? You guys are watching Boxing Talk with Shaka Waka. What's going on, everybody? Yo, I just want to speak on this Terrence Crawford stuff going on. The Keith Thurman, Kell Brook, and Gary Russell Jr. But before I get into that, I want to say thank you to everybody who comes and likes and comments on my video. Shout out to all my subscribers and shout out to the whole LDBC, man. Y'all the realest. Now let's go ahead and speak on this, man. It's some bullshit going around in boxing, particularly over there at Top Rank with Terrence Crawford's team, and this is how the fuck I feel. I don't know what exactly is going on. Like, they were talking how at first they were saying they didn't want to fight Kell Brook, and then Keith Thurman comes out. You know, he said he'll fight him. He's been calling out Terrence Crawford, saying just give him $10 million and they can fight. Now, Keith Thurman, he has definitely got on my nerves. He act like he didn't want to fight anybody either. Was ducking, getting all these weird ass injuries and shit. But we can't sit here and say that Keith Thurman is not a good name to have on your resume. Keith Thurman was the king at the welterweight division at one point in time. Terrence Crawford even said that. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford even said that. How I feel, Terrence Crawford needs to fight anybody who calls him the fuck out, especially who has a name, and that's Keith Thurman. I think Keith Thurman is a good fight for him to prove where the fuck he at the welterweight division. I shit on Keith Thurman, like, let's be real. I shit on him for losing to Manny Pacquiao, but that's his only loss. That is his only loss, to Manny Pacquiao. He won against Shawn Porter. You know, it was a close fight, but he edged it out. He beat Danny Garcia. He edged it out, which those are the top people at the welterweight division. He beat them both. You know what I'm saying? So Keith Thurman is a good opponent. Now, he wanted to be paid $10 million, which, whatever. You don't have to just shut him down because he says $10 million. That's when you start negotiations. Try to bring the number down to closer where you want it. You know what I'm saying? You don't just stop right there because he said $10 million. To me, that sounds like you just don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? You need to negotiate if you really want to fight. You know, his starting point could have been, $10 million, but you could have worked him down some. I don't know what's going on over there with the Terrence Crawford team. I think they just don't want to fight anybody at this point. Because let's go to the Kell Brook situation now. How can you offer this man $1.5 million? Come on, man. Man, I don't give a fuck that he got his eyes broke. You know what I'm saying? He got him broke to fucking Triple G. That was 2 weight classes above him. And Errol Spence Jr. He beat Shawn Porter. Beat him clearly. You know what I'm saying? This is a good ass name to have under your resume too. He has a pedigree at the welterweight division. Even though it's been a minute since he's fought there, he ain't fought nobody of any significance at 154. So let's just say he has a better pedigree at 147. He's a name. That's a tough fight for you. You gonna offer this man $1.5 million? And I'm hearing that Kell Brook wanted to start the negotiation at 4. And you offer him 1.5 and think that was cool? Come on, man. Do y'all even really want to fight anybody at this point? You know what I'm saying? It seems like bullshit coming from over there at Top Rank. And I can't sit here and say that is cool. And I can't sit here and say I don't see the shit. The shit is suspect as fuck to me. Like I said, if anybody calls Terrence Crawford out, he needs to fucking fight them. Because he needs to fight somebody in the welterweight division with the name. I don't want to hear these random ass people that you're fighting. Like, I don't want to have to look up the person that you're fighting. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to do research just to find out if the person can fight or not. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, like, ooh, this dude can actually get with Bud. You know what I'm saying? I want to have that feeling when you going into a fight. I don't want to have to fucking guess on how this dude fights and da-da-da-da. I want to know. I want to know the person you about to fight so I can fucking judge on who gonna win it. You know what I'm saying? So you actually get tested up in the ring. But you rather take risk, Terrence Crawford. You rather take risk with people with no name, like the Mean Machine guy. You know, you rather take risk from getting knocked down by somebody we don't even know their name. So now it look like, damn, Terrence Crawford got knocked down by a nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's how you look. And that shit is bogus. Now to the Gary Russell situation. Like I said before, I don't think they need to fight, because I feel like people in those lower weight classes need to fight Gary Russell Jr. And that's just in that all. But it's being said that Gary Russell is coming at you nonstop. He is coming at you nonstop. He even said, you know Kell Brook ain't gonna take that 1.5, but yo, I'll take it. Because the shit is personal. The shit is personal to Gary Russell Jr. and you need to fight him. That's how I feel. You want to lowball people and do $1.5 million offers to people that been in the game? This man said he will take it. So you know what that means. He really trying to bang with you, Terrence Crawford. You can't ignore this. You can't ignore this. You're going to have to fight him. If he's saying he going to come up to 147 and he'll take that 1.5, who else you going to fucking fight with worth that much? You know, who else you going to fight with a little boy offer like that with a name? And they steadily calling you out. You can't ignore him forever. You can't keep blaming the fans that you ain't fighting nobody, because it's the truth. Who have you fought? I get that you fought Jeff Horn. He beat Pacquiao. Okay. But everybody, I knew that you was going to beat Jeff Horn ass when you walked in there. I ain't second guess that shit just because of his style. You finessed the fuck out of him, and that's what everybody thought was gonna happen when you went into the fight. I want to see a fight where I gotta think. I gotta really like, how is Terrence Crawford gonna beat him? I don't want to have to, like I said, I don't want to have to research your next motherfucking opponent. God damn, fight somebody with a name. Fight somebody with a name. And you and Sean Porter on some funny shit. One minute he say he want to fight you, next minute you say you don't want to fight him, then the next minute you want to fight him and he don't want to fight you. Like, y'all just playing games at this point. I don't know what the fuck is going on over there at Top Rank, but y'all need to get it the fuck together. Terrence Crawford cannot be the king, as he says, in the welterweight division if he hasn't fought any of the top names. And that's bullshit that you offer Kell Brook $1.5 million. That's bullshit. I think that's ridiculous. And I think it's ridiculous that you don't want to go into negotiations with Keith Thurman. I feel at this point you don't even want to fight nobody. I feel like you just want to fight Pacquiao or Errol Spence and retire. I feel like you on the retirement bench right now. I feel like you just trying to wait it out until you get that big ass money fight and then get the fuck out of here. That's what I see going on. Because if you was really game and really wanted to fight everybody out here, you would be doing it. And I don't see it. I see bullshit excuses every time somebody calls you out. Now, I said with the Gary Russell Jr. shit because I feel like the people down there need to fight him and he's way too small. But this man is steadily calling you out. And he said it's personal. And he said he'll take the 1.5. How can you pass up on that? Like, I can't justify that. I can't justify you not fighting him at this point. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I can't sit here and act like I don't see that shit that he really want to fight you. He want to fight you. Even if he bluffing, make him show and prove. Make him show and prove. Say, let's do it. But no, it's an excuse after excuse after excuse. You get mad at the fans because they want you to fight. Man, get the fuck out of here. Talking about if you don't think you ducking Keith Thurman. Obviously you are if you ain't willing to go into negotiations with the man. Yeah, I know Keith Thurman was on some fuck shit, but he talking cash shit right now. You ain't got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got shit to do. So entertain this man. Man, this shit is bullshit. There's no way. I'm a huge Terrence Crawford fan, but you would never hear me out my mouth say that you the king of the welterweight division. That's just real. You know what I'm saying? Pound for pound, you got it. Pound for pound, you got it. But you still, it's dwindling away. Every single day you don't fight anybody. It's dwindling away, that pound for pound position. Because you got to fight somebody else that's actually, on that list for pound for pound. Because Shawn Porter is on there. Keith Thurman is on there. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence is on there. And you ain't fought none of them. You making excuses for every one of them. Every one of them makes this excuse. Shawn Porter, oh, we friends. Kell Brook, it was the overseas thing at first. But now you offer him $1.5 million. Like, that's something. Then Keith Thurman, oh, he wanted too much money. So what if Kell Brook doesn't take this 1.5? You gonna say he wanted too much money? Come on. Man, that shit is bogus. Y'all need to fight somebody. Because like I said, your pound for pound position is dwindling away. And you ain't repping the city right, man. You ain't repping it right. Shit. Nigga, people almost believe in this dude. That he can be anybody. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm just thinking that he don't want to fight. Like, and that's not what we want to see in a fighter. We want to see, a motherfucker take on anybody that call their name out. Let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it. We ain't seeing that. I feel like you're on a retirement bench. And you just need to say that. You need to just say you want your big money fight so you can get up out of here. You need to just be real and say that shit. And ain't nobody hating no motherfucking Top Rank. Top Rank ain't shit. So let's just make that clear. Top Rank ain't shit. Bob Arum ain't shit. It ain't no reason to hate on them. Period. But yeah, that's all I got to say on this situation. Terrence Crawford needs to fucking fight somebody. I'm with the Gary Russell Jr. fight at this point in time. If Gary Russell really about that shit and want to take that $5 million, he's really showing that he want to fight Terrence Crawford. So I'm with it. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's get it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys for watching. Peace.